welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Madison. If you're new here, I'm so glad you're here. I had someone the other day on Instagram message me and she was like, your skin always looks really great. What is your skincare routine? And I was like, you know what, that would make a really good YouTube video. So this is gonna be like more of like an in-depth nighttime skincare routine, or just kind of what I would be doing at night if I was going a little bit more in depth. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So I'm going to start off with, I think I forgot to pull one thing out, so like one moment. Okay, back. So I'm going to just kind of chit chat and walk through with y'all some of the things that I do in my nighttime skincare routine if I was doing like, you know, the whole shebang. So I did just get out of the shower. I did an everything shower, so shaved everything, exfoliated, because I am gonna be self-tanning. Full disclosure, it's like not that late, like it's like 5:30 p.m. and I went and worked out this morning, and then I worked all day and was in my clothes from like when I worked out, which like, I know it's gross, like I'm aware, but it was because I knew I needed to clean my house, and I started cleaning this afternoon and just clean, and Mike walked in and like a little bit ago and he was like, it is spotless and it smells so good in here. That was the goal. So I was cleaning all afternoon and I was like, I feel disgusting, I need a shower, and I just wanted to get the cleaning done kind of this afternoon before he got home, so that way we could just chill tonight and not have to worry about cleaning anything. I'm gonna be gone Saturday night. I'm going to do something with a friend, and he has his brother coming into town, so I just wanted to make sure everything got clean before I left. So anyways, that is that on that, and let's get into my little nighttime skincare routine. Okay, so first off, I have my hair up in a towel, and I, full disclosure, have not done anything to it, so this is what it looks like fresh out of the shower. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is spray it with, I do this every time after I wash my hair, which I only wash my hair like twice a week. But I do use this every time. It's my favorite. It's by Redkin. It has 25 benefits and it's called One United. This is what the bottle looks like. And it really is all in one. Like it's has multiple benefits. My mom got this for me like forever ago. For Christmas, she put it in my stocking, and now I like can't go without it. But it conditions, nourishes, improves manageability, helps even out porous hair, reduces dryness, detangles, instant results, ideal cutting lotion. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming for hairdressers, helps prevent heat damage. So it's like a heat protectant, helps your split ends, is like a leave-in conditioner. So like there's really nothing bad about it, but I just like generously kind of spray this all over my hair. And I will say, if you want, it is kind of expensive. Like the Redkin One United thing is kind of expensive. If you want just like a more affordable leave-in conditioner, I would try this. It's the Kristen S one. And I just feel like it really helps to like soften my hair and smooth it, and I just feel better about brushing it when I'm using it. That's the one that I take with me if I travel. So that's just, it's not exactly the same because it's not a heat protectant. It doesn't have all the same benefits, but still a very good drugstore leave-in conditioner. I almost called it a dry shampoo. Let's go ahead and brush out the hair. And I'm using this Conair like wet brush that I got from Target. And I'll try to link everything down below that I'm using too. But I don't have a tender head at all. Like I could literally yank my head out and it wouldn't bother me, but I know that that's not good for my hair. So this brush has helped me not be as bad about being as rough on my hair. I will say that. Okay, so just for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my hair up in a clip, in a claw clip. because I'm not gonna put any heat on it and dry it or anything. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, because like I said, it is 5:30 p.m. So I still have like a whole night ahead of me hanging out at my house. So I'm obviously not going anywhere, but I just feel better that's it. So the first thing that I do if I'm doing like you know, like an in-depth skincare routine is going to be to do a mask. So I personally really like this BeautyCounter charcoal mask. It's just like one of my favorite ones that I've found. I will be honest, I don't use it all over my face. I just put it on like my problem areas, which for me are really just more like in my T-zone. So really just like more around my nose and up here and a little bit right here. So I don't like put it like all over my face, just because I don't really necessarily feel like I even need it. But I do like to use this every few weeks, like just to, I don't know, I feel like it kind of does help to like extract everything out of my skin and just, I don't know, what are all the benefits of this charcoal mask? So I have been at my new job for, I'm in week 3 right now, and it is finally starting to like all click and get a little bit easier, which I'm very grateful for. You know, when you start a new job and at first you're just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? You know, it just is tough. So I feel like I'm finally like settling in. Today I just had a really good call with my manager that just like helped kind of like put a lot of things into perspective. I'm getting a lot of bumps on like this side of my nose right here, so I'm just gonna dig that in. I just like love the way that this feels on my skin, and like the way that it dries. It just feels like it's just everything out of your skin, you know? So anyways, this is, like I said, the BeautyCounter Counter Plus Charcoal Facial Mask. I've had this for a long time because I don't use it that often, so I'm assuming they still sell this. I have a friend that is like pretty high up within BeautyCounter. Like, she has been with them for a very long time, so I'll go to her link and see if I can find a link to it. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry a little bit, and while we do that, we're just gonna chit chat before I wash it off. So like I was saying, my new job is going very well. It just finally feels like it's not as like overwhelming, and I finally have like a good sense of what I'm doing, and like next week I'm gonna be able to really start just like really jumping into things, so feeling very good about that. I also started another new job. Do you guys know about it already? If you follow me on Instagram, you do, which if you don't, shameless plug, at Madison Moves. I'm very fun over there, and I feel like I'm very fun here, but I'm also very fun there, and it's more just like real-time like updates of things. So I have had this little dream in my heart of becoming a spin instructor for years. I always used to like see girls doing spin and be like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, and yet I was so scared to like jump in and do it. And I started going to Cycle Bar when I lived in Nashville in 2019, and just fell in love with the community there, made a lot of friends. Like, it was just a really good place. Like, for me, I loved it. I was honestly like the healthiest I had ever been at that point in my life too, just surrounding myself with that, because I wanted to go work out. Like, I wanted to be with these girls, I wanted to go see my friends, and I just fell in love with it. And at the beginning of, was it 2020? I guess it was the beginning of 2021, I considered auditioning at Cycle Bar, but it just, the timing with everything was just not it. And looking back, I'm really glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I waited a little bit, because then everything worked out with where I obviously ended up moving. And Cycle Bars are franchised, and so they're just very different, the different places you go. And so when I moved to Knoxville, I decided I didn't want to ride at Cycle Bar. I wanted to ride at like a local studio. And so I had been there for about a year, and I can't get into like the details behind everything of how it just all works out, but like I auditioned back in February of 2023, and so and just a lot of things happened, a lot of different chiefs we're just trying to make decisions, and I just kind of took myself out of it, and I was like, you know what, I don't want the drama. I don't want to be involved with something that's, it's just, you know, I'm just taking myself out of the mix at this point. And if I'm meant to teach here, like, I just trust that God's gonna work it out. And literally within a month of me making that call, I got another call from a girl who was instructing there, and she actually ended up buying out the old owner and is like completely redoing everything. And she was like, hey, like, will you come back and audition and be an instructor? And so that's what's been going on the last few weeks, and I just am so thrilled. My first ride is on Monday, so if you're watching this in real time of it coming out, it's Friday, September 30th, I think is the date. 29th will be tomorrow. I'm filming this on Thursday night. So Monday the 2nd is my first ride, and I just am so excited, and it's truly a dream come true. So I just trust the timing of your life. I know that I've talked a little bit about that before with like my love life and everything, and how it's just truly all worked out, but I'm just so immensely grateful and so excited to be on the podium and just to encourage people, because I've been there and been a writer for so long, so I know exactly what that, you know, feels like. So I'm just excited, so I want to share a little bit about that. If you're ever in Knoxville, please look me up and come ride with me. That would be a dream. So enough about that. So as you can see, this is kind of like drying, and I'm trying to get it to focus on my face. It's kind of just like, you can literally like see my pores, which is crazy. But I'm going to maybe let this dry for just a few more minutes, and I always think the ones on my nose are like the most interesting, just to kind of see like what it pulls out. But I'm gonna let this dry for just like a few more minutes, and then I'm going to wash it off, and then we'll move on to the rest of the skincare. I just washed the charcoal mask off. I just feel like it really, I don't know, just helps to kind of like draw out things and like impurities, toxins, whatever you want to call them, in your in your pores. Just makes me feel so much better, personally. So does it work? I don't know, but that's what I do. So now I'm going to use a toner. This is the Tula, let's see if it'll focus on this. The Tula toner. Say that 5 times fast. And this is the Get Toned Pro-Glycolic 10% Resurfacing Toner, and it's a gel toner. So helps to tone up for a smooth and even looking skin. So my mom actually recommended this to me. She is like a huge believer in Tula products. I don't love all of their stuff like she does, but I definitely do like this. So I just squirted some of it onto a little cotton pad here, and I'm just gonna kind of press it into my pores, all over the face. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this is like the order that you're supposed to like do your skincare in, but this is just what I do. So I'm just showing you what I do. Is it right? I don't know. But one thing that I am learning with age, as I'm almost 29, is to put all your skincare you do on your face on your neck, because your neck will wrinkle. Like, I already feel like I can see little like lines in mine, and I just don't like it. So I am dragging everything down, patting everything down that I do on my face on my neck for good reason. Next, I'm going to show you what I would use if I wasn't gonna self-tan. However, I am gonna self-tan. So if I wasn't gonna tan, I would use this. So let me get this to focus. This is like, I'm new to using retinol, okay? But this is what I've been using. And it is the Origins Plantscription Retinol Night Moisturizer with Alpine Flower, okay? I don't really know that much about retinol. I just know that as we age, we're supposed to use it. So I don't have anything like prescription or anything fancy. I bought this from, I think, Sephora or Ulta, one of the two. And it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's this very small bottle, first of all, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is just expensive. So I don't use it every single night. Like, this is like once every 3 days I use this. It's thick. Like, you don't need a lot of it because she's thick, okay? And a little goes a very long way. And I'm just gonna push that back down in there because she's liquid gold. Maybe I'll just put a little on my neck right here. Okay. I don't use this when I'm self-tanning because it's just so expensive. I just can't bring myself to do it. So this is what I use on the days that I'm not self-tanning. Also on the days that I'm not self-tanning, which I only tan my face like once or twice a week, which I'll show you what I use for that here in a minute. But on just regular nights when I'm like just doing like moisturizer with the retinol or my other moisturizer, I also have been using this, and it's called the Peace Out Retinol Eye Stick. And this came from, I think, Sephora, and it's literally just like, it looks like chapstick, but it's just for under your eyes, and I just like do it here and like bring it up kind of on the sides there. So is it working? I don't know. I feel like my skin looks pretty good though, so maybe. And so now I'm gonna show you what I actually do. Oh shoot. Now I'm gonna show you what I actually do since I am self-tanning. So this is the like my everyday nighttime moisturizer. It's still not inexpensive. I think this jar is like around 20 something dollars, between 20 and $30. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Firming Collagen Cream. So let's focus on her. She is like more towards, like, they have a little scale on the bottle that says more for like dry or oily skin, and this one goes towards more dry. So I will say, like, towards the winter, and honestly even in the summer from being out in the sun, I used to be very, very oily, and I'm just not anymore. My skin, I just feel like as I've gotten older, has changed, which I know does happen. And this stuff is like thick. Like, she's very thick. But I just feel like a little goes a long way. This is also a really pretty like glass jar, which I think is so nice and fun. Not that mine sits out, it's in a drawer, but it's just, I really like this. I've been using this for, I would say, probably like 2 years now as my like preferred nighttime moisturizer. So they have one that's more for oily skin if you have more oily skin, or if you're just kind of combination, they have that as well. I just found that I have become a little bit more dry lately, so this has been the one I've been reaching for and purchasing. And these Isle of Paradise tanning drops are what I use to tan my face. I use them in the color dark. I have no trouble with my skin breaking out with them, but I know that some people purposely don't tan their face because they get very broken out from self-tanners, which that's just not ever happened to me, but I know people that it has. So no tea, no shade, but you do what's best for you. That's just the one that I use. I order it usually off Amazon because that's where I found that it's cheapest. But I take about this much moisturizer because, like I said, this moisturizer is very thick. You don't need that much of it. And then I get a full dropper of the tanning lotion, and I just put it in my hand and rub them together to where it's just all rubbed in, and then I just work it into my face. I will say you have to be very careful around your hairline, so I like to do that and kind of like rub it in. I also go up onto my ears because you don't want to have your hair in a high pony and it just look absurd because your ears are not tan and your whole face is tan. And then I also drag it down onto my neck, so that way once I do have my self-tanner on, it will all blend very well. So, like I said, just make sure it's rubbed into your hairline. And now I'm gonna go wash my hands very well because I do not want this staining my hands and my fingertips. It's just, wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water after using this product. And I know this is my nighttime routine, but just because I feel like I would be interested if I was someone, maybe I'll do like a morning skincare routine sometime too, but I'll go ahead and share it here. This is my morning skincare routine, or my morning moisturizer that I use. It's also by Origins, which is who that Retinol moisturizer is through. I really like their stuff. It's just really expensive. But I feel like this is worth it in this little green bottle. It's my favorite. I love the way it smells. I don't know. It doesn't have like, I don't feel like it's super scented. I just like really like the way that it smells. But it's pretty thick too, and this has SPF 40 in it. So I wear this every single day, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm going. I wear this. And then in the mornings, I also use this Tula Rose Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I have a few of these like around my house, and like one here, one in my makeup kit. I think I even have one in my desk drawer. But I just love this thing. It's so fun, and it really does, I feel like, cool underneath the eyes, which feels good in the mornings. And then, not every day, but most days I also use this too by Supergoop, and it's their Daily Dose Hydroceramide Boost, and it also has SPF 40 in it. I don't know about if it really matters if you're like doubling up SPFs. I'm more so using it because it has like the hydroceramide in it, and it was really good for your skin. So just wanted to share, that's what I use in the mornings. This is just what I use at nighttime. Now I'm gonna self tan. I use, typically I'm a loving tan girl, but I'm out of loving tan. So today I'm using the St. Tropez Bronzing Mousse in dark. So this one's just not my favorite. It's fine. Loving Tan in ultra dark 2-Hour Express is the GOAT. She's my favorite, but I just don't have her. So this is what I'm using instead. So I do my tan with a mitt, and Mike usually does my back for me. But I did find this really cool thing at Ulta. I don't know where it's at under my sink. I'm not gonna pull it out, but it's like basically this material on like a long strip, and you hold both sides, and it like, you can go back and forth and kind of shimmy and shake a little bit, so that way you can get your back on your own. So if he's not available, I'll use that. But I typically put mine on after I shower, shave, exfoliate, all that good stuff. And I sleep in mine, which kind of stinks because we're gonna have clean sheets tonight and I'm gonna be tan, but whatever. I just need it for the weekend. Thursday nights are just when I tan, you know. Typically I don't wash sheets on a Thursday, it just happened this way. So, alas. But I sleep in mine, and then I just wash it off the next morning before I go work out or go do anything. So that's what I'll be doing here. But I'm going to self tan, and then I will pop back on once I'm done because can't show you this part. So as you can see, I am a little bit darker than I was a second ago. It definitely takes some time for it to all sink in and just get into the skin. I know I did show a little clip of me kind of like doing my hands, and I did want to talk about that for a second because I used to like never self-tan my hands, and I would always be like, well, this just sucks because then my hands are white and it just looks so weird. So what I do now is I did what I kind of like showed on there, is I just like, you know, like put it all over my hands, bend my knuckles, get it all in there, and then once I'm all done self-tanning my whole body, I go back and I wash my hands. I don't like scrub them, but I do put soap on them, kind of get, you know, some of like, I had like some marks here, got that off, and then I just take pat them dry, and then I take Lubriderm and just rub, you know, like on my hands, like up through my arms, to kind of like get that color around a little bit more evenly around my hands. So that way I actually have self-tanner on my hands. It's not like a stark difference between my hand and my arm, but it's like Also, your hands don't get like the weird crusties on the bottom, because that also doesn't look good. That is the end of my nighttime skincare routine, nighttime routine. I haven't done one of these videos before, so I'm just interested to kind of see how it performs. So let me know if you liked this type of video, if you would want to see more in depth, kind of going into like the different shampoos I use and all that stuff. I know I like watching stuff like that from like beauty influencers. So I don't consider myself a beauty influencer. Someone just asked me about my skincare, so here I am. So just let me know if you liked this video, if you want to see more type of stuff like this. I also may do like a morning routine one to kind of show what I do there. But honestly, in the mornings I'm pretty quick. Like, I'm just pretty quick. Like, I wash my face, I put my lotion on, and I just get going, because I'm not always in an office, so I just don't usually wear makeup during the day. So I'd say that that also attributes to why my skin typically stays clear. Anyways, if you have any just any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a lot quicker than my typical like 45-minute vlogs, but like I said, someone over on Instagram asked what I used, and I was like, this is a good YouTube video opportunity. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Also would love to have you over on Instagram. It's Madison__moves if you aren't a part of the fam over there already yet. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.